It's quite a pleasure for me to announce and present our results tonight. Turnover up by 15% to 6.3 billion from the previous 5.5 billion. The profitability has gone from a loss of 192 million to a 100 million profit after tax, relating to headline earnings per share. And earnings per share has grown to 310 million after tax, mostly relating to the sale of TWP. But I think the big story tonight for me is I'm very proud. We've been able to, in the last 12 months, reduce our debt by close to R500 million. So the debt has come down from 900 million to 400 million. And I think in this climate and economic climate that we're in, it was a big drive by my management to bring it down, and I'm very proud of what they've achieved. Specifically on the mining side, we've put big restraints on their capital expenditure. They've had to live from hand to mouth and still produce the activities and the productions. And but obviously we can't hold out too much on the mining sector now. We've got to allow them some capex, and we've thus agreed 250 million capex spend to be done this year. I think another big story has been under this climate and having paid off our debt, which has also impacted on our cash. Our cash has still grown by 20%. From 1 billion in 2012 to 1.2 billion. And then in general, the order book has grown also from 10 billion to 12.5 billion, another 22%. If I can give you some statistics, in 2013 we've tendered for 60 billion rands worth of tenders we've put in, and we had a strike rate of 10%, which means we've achieved 6 billion. In the first 3 months of this year, we've submitted 10 billion rands worth of tenders, and we again had a strike rate of 10% by having been awarded 1 billion rands worth of work. So it all bodes well for the future. And in general, I believe the balance sheet of Basil Read at the moment is probably the strongest it's been in its history. Some very nice statistics. In 2004, when I took over as CEO, we had a negative NAV of 6 million. And we've turned that around to an NAV of 1.9 billion where we sit today. Another key factor is your debt equity ratio. 2-3 years ago, we were sitting at 27%. As a matter of fact, 37%. We got it down to 25%. Last year it was 18%. And this year it's down staggering. It's now down to 13.8%, which I think for a construction company that can be geared up to 100%, it is brilliant, although we ourselves has kept ourselves that we cannot have debt of more than 50% of our NAV.